to kind of keep things ticking over in Britain. We had no idea or any inclination that it would become a hit. Our records before that had only scraped into the top 100. There was nothing fanciful about the Alarms chart biography at that time. But we came straight back to America as well. We were in Massachusetts. We got a call from our parents. We'd been out on the town, it was a day off. And in those days, without the internet and mobile phones, all the messages when you were on tour got left at reception in the hotel. And we came in, there was a big stack of paper messages this big. And we knew something that was up, and we thought it was something terrible. So we phoned home quickly. We got hold of my dad in the middle of the night. He said, "Mike, you've got to get home, you're going to be on top of the pops. 68 Guns has turned into this hit record." And we had no idea it was happening. So we flew back to Britain to go on this Top of the Pops show. And for us it was like being invited to come and make an appearance at the Super Bowl or something. It was that important in Britain. So we flew home and we recorded the show on a Wednesday afternoon and flew straight back to America to continue the tour. And the show got aired the next night on the Thursday. We had no idea how we got introduced. But we got back, when we got back to Britain eventually, after a couple of weeks being on tour, we finally realised what the DJ had introduced us as. And you know, I said we came from Wales, right? You got all that. Well, this time, he goes, "Here they are, they've just flown in from America, the alarm!" So we got home. The first interview I did was with Smash Hits magazine. You might see, there's one of those over here, right? Well, the interview was, what's his name? The singer from the Pet Shop Boys, what's his name? Neil Tennant, yeah. He interviewed me for a thing about, and it said, "Come on down and make the stand," an interview by Neil Tennant. And the first thing he said to me when I opened my mouth, I tell him from the 80s because I do that. I was on the phone and he said, "Hey Mike, you know what, blah blah blah." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "You don't sound American." I said, "Well, I'm not." He goes, "Well, that's how they said you were an American on Top of the Pops." I said, "I'm not." And he said, "You don't look like you come from a pet shop, boy, either." Or a pet shop. But anyway, it all worked out in the end. And so this is it was an important song. But then one of his questions was, "What's 68 Guns all about?" And it was at then that I realised I didn't really know. Well, I did know, but I struggled to answer the question because it was a much longer song when it was first conceived, and I'd read this book about a Glasgow gang in the 60s and how they related to each other through clothes and pop music culture, and they really had nothing. All their expectations have been stripped away, and when it's when life pushes you to the bottom of the ladder, the lowest rung, that's often when you find yourself without anything, but that's also the time when you can be your most creative and you can find the will to survive and work your way back into life. And I was really intrigued with what this book was trying to put across. So I wrote this whole lyric and I put it into this song that eventually became known as 68 Guns. And but when we edited it down to make it as a 7-inch record and a single, I realised when I was talking to Neil Tennant of the Pet Shop Boys that I'd actually taken the wrong lyrics out of the song. And I'd written these lyrics for it that said, if they take our chances, we'll create our own. And that is really the essence of what Mike Peters and the Alarm and all the songs I never tried to write are all about. And so tonight I'd like to sing the song for you, restored to its full-length version, if you like. The true, unabridged version of the 68 Guns. And now they're trying to take my life away. Forever young, I cannot stay. On every corner, I can see them there. They don't know my name, they don't know my kind. They're after you with their promises of love. They're after you to sign your life away. They think they know about our life alone. From broken homes we walk unknown. They try to harm us, yes they try to run our lives. create our own. For every day they'll try and drag us down. I cry with anger, I have done no crime. 68 guns will never die. 68 guns, our battle cry. 68 guns. 68 guns. 68. Living in the back streets, that's our home from home. The painted walls are all we've ever known. The guns forever, that's our battle cry. It is the flag we fly so high. For every day they'll try and track us down and down. I cry with anger, I have done no crime. 68 guns will never die. 68 guns, our battle cry. 68 guns. 68 guns. The 68 guns. Upon the terrace I can hear the crowd roll. 68 guns. Down in the subway I can hear them whisper. 68 guns. All the raging glory of the years, we never once thought I'd defeat us for what we do when the battle cry is over. I have declared myself unsafe. Have no illusion, no disillusion, oh nothing lasts forever. There's always here to tell you when you're young. When you're young. Oh when you're young. Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. Cry, 68 guns.